done a farewell performance at the Frontier Hotel, leaving the Supremes. I was taking a big leap of faith. I was afraid because I didn't know what was going to happen in my life. "33 years ago, Berry Gordy decided to put together this project for me to be my debut as a movie actress."
Wait a minute. What'd you say your name was?
Eleonora.
Ella who?
Billie. Billie Holiday.
I've always thought that if you believe in me, I can do whatever you think that I can do. Berry Gordy believed in me.
Hey, mister, is the boss around?
You're saying goodbye to him. Bye-bye.
Hey, but look, I work in the neighborhood area, and I'd be willing to quit working and come up here and work for you.
Yeah, I'd be very happy to quit, too. Come on, honey. Huh?
Hey, but I can sing.
It was like a big challenge for me, to do something brand new, something special.
I mean, Diana Ross really went into the woodshed to become Billie Holiday. I mean, she was not just showing up on the set every day. I mean, she immersed herself.
I never studied acting. I had never read a script before. I made it my story, not Billie Holiday's story. I made it real for me, as if I was living each of those moments. When it was time for me to do the film, I spent a lot of time in my research, trying to understand it, owning it. But one of the things that I didn't want to do is to try to copy Billie Holiday. I didn't want to try to copy her sound. I didn't try to imitate it in any way. I just lived with the music for almost a year before we actually recorded the music.
Was able to really weave through music and weave through her songs the real Billie Holiday that so many people didn't know about and that others did know about. So she was telling a story through song and through the words.
One of the things that I was allowed to do in this very first film debut with Sidney Furie, he allowed me the freedom to do it over and over and over again. I think he might have that chemistry with any woman. He's just like that, He's a woman's man. He likes women.
Well, I always like kissing Diana. She has a wonderful... I love kissing her. Barry, he used to stand around and watch me while we were doing the kissing scenes. He was like right up on our faces like this, practically. He just wanted to make sure I didn't throw my tongue down at the throat.
Berry Gordy runs things like a family. Everyone that was there, we had been together before in many other projects. He just brought a lot of people to the top of their ladder, to the best that they could possibly be.
The fact is, we're trying to form a band to take a tour around the country, and we wanted to talk to you about joining us.
Joining you? Are you serious?
Very.
A colored singer with a white band.
Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah?
Bob Mackie and I still have a relationship today.
Diana Ross was so far removed visually from the Billie Holiday pictures that you see, who was kind of a heavy-set woman and didn't look like she would move very fast. And Diana was this skinny little amazing-looking creature. We just really looked at the period, and we took elements from that Billie liked, like the gardenias in the hair and certain kinds of clothes.
The transformation that happened with the costumes in Lady Sings the Blues, from the time I'm a little girl with the pigtails, and then all of a sudden you see me walk up the stairs, and then as I walk down the stairs in this yellow dress with a big yellow hat on, the transformation, you know exactly what happened.
We were always making and designing the clothes the day before it shot on that, because things started changing daily.
Every costume just makes that film very special.
This was a special film. This is a film that it brought to light a lot of things that were going on in the community.
She almost stabbed me to death with the... she was really into what she was doing. She even hurt herself, as a matter of fact.
I decided to really do that scene. And I threw myself up against the wall, and they forgot to lock the door. And I fell out the door. And so I was really not acting that day. Did a lot of improvising on this project. That whole scene with Richard Pryor, when we were in the room, and I said, you know, who's knocking at the door, and all that was all improvised, Richard and I.
My father is all right. You know, he never did with me. You want to know why? Because he wasn't there. He left my mom.
It's me, man. We coming, me. Me, it's me.
I really wish I could have won the Academy Award, because I would have stood up there and thanked him for just so much he's done for me. He really has made it so that I'm here today, and maybe this is a good way for me to thank him for all that he's done for me. I don't know that I get big lump that any of the people from Motown has given him the credit that he's due. You know, he's done so much for Motown and for Detroit, and just for so many Afro-American people, and that he's just not getting the credit that he deserves.
Timeless story. It's about one of the greatest singers that ever lived and came about in America, Billie Holiday. So it's a story that will live forever because of the great minds that were behind the scenes on this film.
They're still screaming out there. Oh, Billie, you made it. I love you. They love you. Listen to them.
I was a trailblazer. I'd like to think of myself as being that. My generation was able to lead the way for the young girls today to make movies, fine movies, good movies that will be classic films that will be out there forever. It was a great experience.